Oh my vultures, spiders, and vampires. Sony's Morbius has released its first trailer, so naturally, theories are abounding, and not all of them are very good. Morbius, the second movie in the SUMC, or Sony's universe of Marvel characters, is scheduled for release. Spider-Verse. Morbius is a key character in the Amazing Spider-Man comics and one of Spider-Man's superpowered adversaries. Although Morbius doesn't seem to be portrayed as a typical villain in this film, Spider-Man might make an appearance, but in which Spider-Man film exactly? Sony owns both the Spider-Man series and Morbius, so Marvel may have plans to combine the two in some way. They could carry on the Spider-Verse in Morbius since the two other Spider-Man actors appeared in a crossover in Spider-Man No Way Home. The word murderer is crudely written over a spray-painted picture of Spider-Man on a wall in the Morbius trailer. Fans may assume that Spider-Man will somehow be involved in this movie as a result of this clue. Because of their shared interest in science and experimentation, Morbius and Peter frequently interact in the comics. This motif is likely to appear in the film as well. The details of the new agreement following the resolution of Sony and Marvel's dispute regarding Spider-Man are still unknown. The only information available to the general public is that Spider-Man will make more solo appearances, a follow-up to Spider-Man Far From Home, and one more team-up film. Because Morbius was in production at the time of these negotiations, it's likely that the movie will abide by the same restrictions imposed on Venom, omitting Spider-Man from any origin story for a character who's inextricably linked to the web-slinger. Venom. It's revealed that Venom and Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy, were transported to the MCU thanks to Doctor Strange's magic in the post-credit scene of Spider-Man No Way Home. Venom might enter the Spider Cinematic Universe in Morbius. Michael Morbius threatens a man in the bank while referring to himself as Venom at one point in the trailer, indicating that he is aware of Venom's existence. It's possible that Venom has a role in this movie, or that he's only alluded to in passing references and Easter eggs, implying that he will have a more significant role in this universe later on. The Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse sequel, Venom 2, Silver and Black, and a Kraven the Hunter movie, among others, are among the intriguing solo films Sony has already announced and are coming soon. The theories surrounding Kraven are intriguing because they stem from a Reddit post by user Demundio. The post featured a set photo from Manchester that featured a truck with the words Kraven Productions written on it. So this means Kraven will make an appearance in Morbius, right? Unfortunately, it's been rumored that Kraven will be a reality TV star on SUMC, which is why there's a production truck, making this nothing more than an Easter egg that will probably show up in the background. Blade introduction. The most ruthless vampire hunter in the world is known as Blade in the Marvel Comics. When we heard Blade's voice Mahershala Ali speaking to Dane Whitman, Kit Harington, who will play the Black Knight in a future Marvel project in the Eternals credits scene, we got a brief glimpse of him. In the comic books, Spider-Man, the Black Knight, and Blade frequently work together to battle various vampire villains. This could be the start of Blade's story in the MCU, and Michael Morbius and his newly discovered vampire abilities might interact in some way. Blade is very likely to make a cameo appearance at some point, and what better movie to do so than Morbius, which is about a man who becomes a living vampire. If you're liking the video so far, feel free to leave a like and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our new videos going forward. Multiverse fusion. The universes are colliding, monsters are emerging from the depths, and the world's heroes have dispersed throughout the galaxy since the event of Spider-Man No Way Home. Fans may gain more understanding from Morbius about how these events have affected other universes. Despite the fact that No Way Home wasn't even an idea when Morbius started filming in 2019, given how much has been revealed in the sequels, Kevin Feige probably wouldn't pass up the chance to reveal as much as he could before the movie's release. More Marvel heroes could be introduced in this movie, as we've already mentioned, but there may also be a number of new antagonists as well. The Daily Bugle has two teaser headlines that read Rhino on the Loose, Zoo Hoax Fools Us All, and Black Cat Friend or Foe in the Morbius trailer. These headlines reveal that there are numerous additional Spider-Man villains terrorizing New York, many of whom may have been brought about by Doctor Strange. Simon Stroud. Tyrese Gibson will play Simon Stroud, the lead detective looking into Michael Morbius' transformation into a vampire. Stroud is a well-known vampire hunter in the Spider-Man comic books and other spin-off series. He has frequently collaborated with Michael Morbius to combat other nighttime threats. Stroud appears to be portrayed in the movie as a typical New York detective. It might be possible to elaborate on his entry into the world of vampire hunting by using Morbius as a springboard. Fans may see Blade properly introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Morbius for this and other reasons. Knowing that Blade was partially introduced in Eternals, which is set in the main MCU and not in the Sony/Marvel universe, this might be a stretch. That's not to say that Spider-Man No Way Home's events didn't change the MCU as a whole and make anything plausible now. Bonus theory: Morbius works with Oscorp. As a scientist, Michael Morbius is connected to all the renowned research facilities and corporations that produce cutting-edge technology in the Marvel Universe. Oscorp, which is owned by Norman Osborn, the father of Harry Osborn, one of Peter Parker's friends and later enemies, is among the more well-known businesses that fans may be familiar with. Willem Dafoe, who played Norman Osborn in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, may make a guest appearance. This might be yet another hint that Spider-Man characters will cross over. Michael Morbius most likely receives funding or equipment from Oscorp to aid in the treatment of his chronic illness.